All right. So last session, a couple things happened. so,
Not
uh,
a couple. There was only one thing that happened.
okay,
Thank you very much. There was one baby.
okay. There was one baby, but you guys found out a couple things. All right.
Yeah.
So you guys had headed back to Oom Lulu with your gains. She was more than delighted when you guys presented her with the compass, and also she reassured you that the kids would be taken care of. As she promised, she gave you the means to contact a Shalo and some sort of obsidian snowflake sending stone of some sort. Um, Unfortunately, she did not have the means of removing a curse. So you guys had contacted Nenrine to see if he could prepare it the next day. Um, Guys headed back to. Oh, you also asked about asshole Noah, the guy that was going to be challenging Melanie at a year's end. And apparently, one of her servants had heard of him before. He was a gladiator up north, known as given the moniker the Beast. And he hadn't passed through recently, but he knew of the name and the person. Um, but you know, that's all she could tell you. So you guys head back to the Baroness estate, where it turned out Kaapo could actually remove curse and also toss a few hit points Melanie's way. Um, so knowing, armed with the information that after you had sent Shalo a message, she had told you guys that she wanted to meet you guys at the Swan Song in Nimmel, Dorinethel. And unfortunately, Dorinethel is pretty hard to enter, and outside of like trusted residents, they people don't know the teleportation circle. So you'd have to enter in through the borders or through the port, which means you'd have to get a travel visa. Luckily, you
Or
are.
we could sneak in. I mean, let's be honest.
I
We got
mean,
a rogue. We got teleportate. We got what's the word I'm looking for? Invisibility.
you could sneak in.
I got the portable hole.
It
Yeah.
you can definitely try that route of entry if you wish. But you guys decided, okay, let's go get this travel visa stuff started. So you guys teleportation circled to Valido and Tilda went to labor.
Yep.
So that happened. Aoife carried Tilda to the Lola townhouse. Her dwarven midwife, Zalda, was summoned to said townhouse. Many sendings were sent to her family, to Theo's family, to Belzor, to Deacon, to Maggie, and many things. During that time, some of you decide, hey, let's just go to the town hall anyway, since she just entered into labor, so it's gonna take a while for the baby to come out. So you got the travel visa portion started. They are going to ask for a reason why you are going to enter Duranathel. You figured you might have to talk to the Queen or Thanik or something about that, which you did send a message to him eventually, and he said he's kind of busy, but he'll meet you at the keep in about 2 days' time. But many hours later, Beatrix, Rosamund, Veronica, Eve, Marguerite Loylar was born. Yay! Yay! Yay!
Oh, one! Yay! Oh.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, during meeting the baby, well, various visitors met with the baby. Theo got a message from Alexandria that they have obtained the white crystal, and they were going to head back to the material plane. They were going to lay low for a while, knowing that Smoke or Tiras or whatever fucking evil forces were trying to fuck up stuff. So they're going to lay low for a while. And they could be contacted via sending. Also, a little later after, Rain received a emergency message from Danica, pretty much saying, "I need to talk to you. This is an emergency. Please fucking meet me ASAP." Some of you did meet her. It turned out that Smoke, some of Smoke's people, implanted a akin to a magical bomb in her. She was to take you in 4 days' time to Tirast's lair, where Smoke would run distraction while you guys went in and took care of the Draco Lich. Yeah, so yeah, we're a bunch of things are happening now. Bunch of things. For the time being, Tilda will be recovering and bonding with said child, as what a pregnant lady should. I don't blame her at all. So yeah, that's where we are. What would you guys like to do?
So I think we should try to send a word to Thanik and see if we can get this shit sped up. See if maybe we could go to the keep or go to the castle and meet him there. Does anybody have a sending to use?
Yeah, I do. Sorry, I had to do some cat butt cleanup because could have went to the bathroom and his abscess was leaking.
That sucks.
It's gonna be a new.
Yeah, it's nasty, but he's now quarantined in the bathroom for a little bit until I can make sure that he's fully clean. But
Poor little guy.
he's definitely gonna need surgery. But yeah. I'm gonna say.
Sending to Thanik.
Sending to Thanik. What am I sending him?
We need to meet you earlier. Could we meet you? Would it speed it up if we met you at the castle?
When I messaged him before, it didn't seem like he was in the country, and that the keep would be the most convenient place to meet, on his way to the next place that he's going. So.
Maybe just say, can we meet you wherever you are?
Okay, yeah, sure, that's fine, because we could probably teleport there. Yeah, I'll send him a sending. Is it possible to move up the meet some more? No. Urgency is needed. Can we meet you where you are? Something like that.
There is a pause. You told him you told him the nature of the why you needed to meet. It was the Dorinethel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Currently in a stakeout. However, if this is a Dorinethel issue, then meet with. Then ask to meet with Buka at the palace.
Okay. I will relay that information. Saying,
Well, let's
looks like we're going to the palace.
Let's head that way. Is everybody with us? I don't remember if everybody was here or not. I guess we could just meet up with everybody except for Tilda, who is currently bonding.
I think everybody was. I mean, most of you. I think you and Rain and I don't remember if Aoife went with you to see Danica.
She did.
Okay.
No, yeah, we all went.
Okay, you guys all went. All right, yeah. So you guys would be together right now.
I just need to say, I think this is a terrible idea.
What, going to Dorinethel?
No, operating on someone else's timeline.
Oh no, yeah, it's a terrible idea. But it gives us an advantage that we might not be able to get otherwise.
But it
I mean,
also
we're
puts us
talking-
at a disadvantage. A pretty severe disadvantage.
Yeah, but
It's better than waiting around for some goddamn timeline we don't know it's gonna pass or not. A week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
But it's better to determine our own timeline and go in there with our full understanding and on our terms. Especially if you want to try and get Shattuck out in one piece.
this thing's
Inherently
an
difficult.
ancient black dragon Draco Lich. I don't know that we're going to get enough understanding to have that much of an upper hand.
Try to prepare so much you're paralyzed. You have to be able to keep it options open.
I'm just saying, if you're trying to keep one person from exploding and your adopted daughter from getting tortured and killed, you're not going to be able to do both and still be effective. Gotta pick one and go prioritize.
Well,
For now, let's just head to
Your
the
opinion.
castle and talk to our contact.
KK, would you say something for me?
Hello? Hello?
I'm on a different computer, so all of my little, like, I have person X at Y is gone. So I'm turning everyone up and down a little bit. You had to go up a little bit. That's okay.
It's alright, I have KK at 200%.
Yeah, I've got like 159.
Just quiet.
Okay, so we'll head to the palace. I'll actually say to Aoife, if we find a reason that this would be a specifically bad idea, then maybe we can find a way to stop the bomb and not worry about it at this time. But there's a possible advantage. We need every possible advantage we could get, even if it's small and precarious and possibly just a disadvantage and not really an advantage at all. But
Yeah, I'm only seeing disadvantages with this right now.
well, let's get this Shah's relic and see if we can have more information in 4 days than we have now.
I mean, yeah, I'm outvoted, obviously, so I'm coming along one way or the other. I just wanted to make my opinion on it known. I think it's stretching our resources and our emotional capacity way too thin to be worrying about two hostages simultaneously.
We're listening to you, and honestly, we need to get Shah's relic regardless, and speeding up the timetable isn't going to make it harder to get the relic, so we can
No, but
we
it's
can take these
harder
actions.
to multitask.
It is a bad idea to multitask. I understand. But at this point, it's somewhat, I mean, the hostages they have are people very close to us. We don't have as much choice as we would like.
I mean, you do have a choice. It's not an easy
Let my daughter
choice.
die?
It's not an easy choice, but you have a choice.
Don't know that I do.
I don't see where one life is more important than the possibility of hundreds of thousands of lives. That's where I'm at. I like
Wait,
Shattuck.
hundreds of thousands of lives.
If he's able to do what he wants to do and unleash the amount of shit that he wants to unleash on this world, yeah, hundreds of thousands of lives.
Well, yeah, but we plan on killing him, so that's not really a...
You're planning on killing him with the asterisk of prioritize one life first.
I never said that.
You're going
I
to do
would-
everything you can to get Shattuck out, not necessarily everything you can to kill him. Your priorities are slightly different.
I would say that, to be completely honest, I don't think that I will be able to truly save Shattuck until he's dead. So my priority is to kill this thing that has threatened my family, and then once I kill this thing, either get my daughter out or save my daughter from what terrible fate he twined her into, possibly even bringing her back to life, and I realized that's might not even be a possibility, and I might just go a little bit insane upon the death of my daughter, and I know that that's a possibility, and I dwell on it constantly, but I'm not going to let this thing get away just because I have somebody I love in the balance.
Okay, that's what I'm worried about. They take
You shouldn't be.
hostages for a reason, and it's to make people weak. And you're not the only
Yes.
one affected. So,
Well, right now they've made me angry. They will be surprised what it's like when I'm angry.
I'm going to be pleasantly surprised if we can't get Shattuck out. But I'm going to level with you. I'm operating off the assumption that she's already gone.
You're not alone.
And same thing for Danica. She seems cool, but the kind of person who puts a bomb inside somebody else to force somebody else's hand isn't the type of person to maybe necessarily keep their word.
Still,
I'm going to do what I can to kill this Dracolich. I'm going to do... You have my word on that. I'll do everything I can.
And then we'll do everything we can to make sure that the poor souls that have become hostages are saved or brought back or fixed, whatever we need to do.
Okay. I still think it's a bad
won't leave
idea.
him in the cold, but I won't sacrifice the whole world for one person. That's foolishness.
Oh, shit.
No,
will-
but it's human.
And I'm going to be honest, I don't know if I can guarantee in the moment if my decision will be the same, but I will do all I can.
I can guarantee that I will only have one decision that I'll make, and if you want me to try and hold you to it, I can.
We'll do our best. How's that?
Yeah. Works. Do you want me to hold you to it in the moment? World first. Everything else is a blessing. Do you want me to stick you to that?
Give me a day, and I'll tell you.
Okay.
The name that Thanet gave you, it was Buka.
Can you write it down too?
Yes.
I have a higher chance of retaining the information if
course.
it's written down.
Just one name, no last name.
Thank you.
Are we just, like, hot-footing it down to the capital, or...?
Have
Yep.
any of us heard of Buka before?
Really not in game, I don't think. Is there a chance an underling we've run into when we've been dealing with Anik? I don't know.
Well, this is the first time you guys have ever heard the name.
Awesome.
So you guys head to the palace. And you guys know how to get there pretty quickly on your own. It's a little later in the day. It's coming up to be early evening when you arrive at the palace proper. The guards, as a formality, ask you, to state your business. They know who you are, but, they just want to do the proper formal thing. Just make sure they know what your business is at the palace and whatnot.
Yep,
do
we're here to
you...
see Buka. Let's go.
Yep, that.
You see both of the palace guards, their eyes raise a little bit. Oh.
We're the heroes of Leona. We speak with Thanik. He told us that we need to see Buka.
I am aware of who you are, miss. Gentle ladies. Yes. This way, please. One of the guards will split off from his post and take you behind the palace proper. And he leads you through what seems to be a long tunnel that starts to slowly descend underneath the garden and into a tunnel that is made out of red brick. It's made out of Bic pens, red brick, and red brick, and you come to a door, and there is another pair of guards, and he tells them they're here to see Buka, and Thanik sent them, and they look at you, they look at each other, they nod, they tell the guard that he can go back to his post. They unlock a series of locks to let you guys into what is seemingly a very, very pretty sizable, not the largest library you've seen, but a pretty sizable library. Just quickly scanning around this library, it seems that all of the books here are written in some kind of code, like a series of alphanumeric symbols in Draconic and in Dwarven and in all types of all kinds of languages.
Sorry.
There,
Thank you.
bless you. There are a few people here in milling about, humanoids of different sizes and shapes, just taking out books, reading them, comparing them with pieces of parchment, and I need to get the size right. Hold on.
Now, when we were coming to this area and they were unlocking everything, did it seem like this is a heavily restricted, possibly even like a secret-ish area?
Yeah.
Or did this just seem like okay?
No, this is a little more hidden away. Yeah, definitely something like the guards seem to know like specifically where to turn, like behind the palace and what corridors to take to lead you guys there. You hear the rustle of papers, as coming out from an aisle, a book aisle, is what you only can be described as a dragon-like creature, about 4 feet in length, made entirely of paper.
Interesting.
Wait, what was the name of the person we were meeting?
Buka.
Not Booka.
It's Booka, isn't it? DM.
Anyways, Buka, this paper drake comes out. He or she, they are a tan
Are
color.
you saying that the paper drake doesn't have like a drawing of a penis or something? I mean,
the paper drake is covered in runes of all sorts. You do not see any genitalia depicted underneath the drake.
Is it just a dick butt?
There are no like any symbols that just more runes. They come up to you, and with rustling of its maw, it says, "My name is Buka. I heard from Thanik that you require my services. You are looking to get into Dorinthel, correct?"
Yes, we are.
Okay. I assume, because you have been sent to me, that this is personal business,
Yes.
And probably the kind of business that the Elven government would not like to know about.
No.
I see. All right.
I think that they would very much like to know about it, but we would prefer they didn't.
That is an accurate statement as well.
I figured something of the like. Well, I can get the paperwork drawn up. We're gonna have to come
We
up
have started the process to getting passage to Durenethil through the proper channels. However, our original plan has been sort of upended a bit, considering that Lady Matilda has just had her baby. We were going to cite diplomatic reasons for visiting, and hopefully through Thanik, get the reasons obscured a little bit. We could still do that if we are Lady Matilda's emissaries for this secretive diplomatic mission.
I see. Well, I have knowledge of all of current contacts within Durenethil that we can utilize. Upstanding, and you see, Buka kind of like puts in air quotes, upstanding citizens that you could be saying you were visiting, and you might have to stop by for like a short while before going on to your intended target to make it look like that you are actually on official business. That we can do.
I'm gonna look at Zaitara and say, do you think we could take somebody extra with us and like leave them with the person we're going to see, and then just ditch them and then go to see what we're going to see?
I mean, you could say that out loud to Buka, considering.
Oh, I'm
Well.
kind of just saying it to the group. I'm just mostly saying it to you because you know a lot about illusion magic.
Oh, I see what you mean.
And so if you wanted to make somebody look like somebody else, you might be the person to talk to.
I mean, I could, yes. I just need to, you know.
Like, for example, if you wanted to make them think Tilda was still with us.
Oh, no, I feel like that'd be... No. It's kind of widely known that she just had her baby. There's too many people
that's
who
a
are
good
This
aware
point.
of
is
that.
a complete out of character recommendation, but Nenrine is from Nimmel, originally from the Church of Ayun there.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, honestly, Nenrine was going to be my backup, but again, didn't want to assume that all elves just were from Durenethil.
So if you wanted to bring him as the one to like leave behind for business, you could, because he actually has people there he can talk to.
Okay. Thank you for the reminder. I will mention that to Buka, and also mention time is of the essence for what we're going to be doing. The sooner that we can get there and conclude our business, the better.
I see. Well, since it is, did you say then, what church is this person associated with again? Ayun?
Ayun.
It would be pretty easy to circumnavigate the, say, the it would be easy to go around the laws if you're going through for a religious purpose. The Church of Ayun, the Elven government tends not to stick its hand in the religious purposes of the temples unless they directly are an obstacle towards their own goals. So that's the easy part. I could arrange the paperwork very, very
Imagine
quickly.
him like reaching down his own throat and be like, glorp, glorp, here's your papers.
I can have the paperwork done within the day. I could send a message ahead to the offices that's in Durenethil that you'll be stopping by soon. On official Ayun business, you also have to have your associate message ahead as well that they would be arriving within the time frame.
That shouldn't be an issue. We should be able to, if we get transport back to the keep immediately, and send a message ahead, we can then get ourselves to Durenethil. I am imagining, well, actually, important question. How would we be getting to Durenethil exactly?
Is there a
Do you
teleportation
think-
circle?
There
do you
is
think
there is a teleportation circle outside of Nimmel, but that's a difficult thing, especially if you're strapped for time.
We are strapped for
Where's
time.
the closest teleportation circle that's not like super well guarded? Like not well guarded, like we need to break in, but like a guarded secret. Because obviously Nimmenil is difficult to find out what it is. But like, is there a city like a day away that's like?
On the world map, Briarthorn's really close. If that's
Isn't that like
accessible.
hyper?
Briarthorn I think is the crazy place that's like linked to the Feywild and gets all weird and stuff.
Yeah.
The only other place that's close on the map is Kizan.
Right, but I don't know if any of these places would have widely known teleportation circles anyway, even if they were physically close.
Yeah.
Shit.
If we can get our hands on a spell scroll of Windwalk, we don't gotta be physically close.
The other thing is, if Nenrine has something from the church of Ayun, I can just teleport us there, no issue.
He absolutely does.
And you're having this conversation in front of Buka, right?
Yep.
Yes, we
Yeah.
are.
Well, that would certainly get you there very quickly. This becomes a tricky situation as well, because if you just show up within Nimmenel without the proper... Hold on. You see the Drake quickly refold himself into what it would be known as Tiny, and darts to the back of the library, and few minutes later comes back, and then like as its normal self when he first met you. All right. If you want to bypass the government officials by not checking in first and just arriving in Nimmenel, you're going to need something like these. He gives you a few papers, and they're pretty much, he explains, they're pretty much like forged documents of your temporary visitation. Now, these will fool a guard, but these won't fool somebody higher up if they take a closer look at them.
Okay.
If you need to get in and out, these will suffice. But if you're stopped by, say, a captain of the guard, and he takes a close look at these, he'll know they're not real, because they have a special device to detect the real ones. These are usually, things like this are usually issued by their, their immigration office. And they have a special ink that changes from time to time, but we don't have access to those. But this is the closest thing you'll get for now.
Oh, my farty baby. Is this something that we could use, or do you mean for us to make copies of this
You can
and have
use
something
these.
like this?
I can imprint your name on these, but you just have to be aware that if a higher official with a scanning device does catch you with them, that would be very bad.
Well,
It'd also be an issue if, say, we were to come our associate to the church and use something like an illusory seeming spell to make us all seem like elven acolytes accompanying them on the town.
If you were Elven, this probably wouldn't be an issue, but since you are not, this is
well,
an
we could
issue.
we could look elven though.
Yeah, I can make us look elven.
It would definitely shrink the chances of you being caught, because they usually don't really scrutinize the elven population.
All right, I think that'll be our plan then, so long as we all don't mind looking like sort of ourselves, but elven versions.
Yeah, sure.
Your ears, I guess.
All the better to hear you with.
Um,
We should take the paper anyway, in case we're noticed as outsiders by messing up customs or something.
I agree. I'll send a sending to Nenrine with the plan. We need to get a carriage back to the keep, and then I will sleep on the way there. Can I take a long rest in a carriage?
Oh yeah, you could take a long rest in the carriage.
I'm not sure how long is it from Vox to the keep. Is it like 8 hours?
Yeah, it's like I mean, it's a couple hours. You're gonna need like a couple more hours, but I always think it's 6.
Wait a minute, you're a warlock. What do you need a long rest for now?
For my high level spell slots, thank you very much.
But you can get part of your long rest there, and you might need to sleep a couple more hours when you get to your keep.
Okay,
that's fine. We could do some preparing while you're napping.
Yeah. No, man, I'm just a rogue. Like rest. What do those do for me? Jack shit, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Give me one hit when we're in combat. That's about it, you know.
Yeah. Plus, I also need to sleep to swap out something for seeming. So. Well, here, I need a long rest for 2 reasons. This is still the same day that I teleported us into Vox. And also, I need to take seeming, so.
No, that's fine. We understand that spellcasters sometimes need brain sleep.
See you on that.
Yes.
Yeah. Caster problems.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I actually have a couple things that I want to do at the keep, so I'm fine with having a little bit of time.
Okay.
Before we leave Valido, I just wanted to look really quickly. Go to like a. Do we all have oils of slipperiness? I have 6,000 gold pieces. If we want to load up on potions, now would be the time, you know?
Yeah, I can't remember how much I have. I'll take a look in a minute.
I do not. I have an incredibly small inventory.
Well, I read my inventory. I'll be done in 5 minutes now.
I have a common healing potion. I have a couple commons and then a greater healing potion. That's it.
I would like to do a little bit of potion shopping. I would ideally like to find a couple of potions of slipperiness, because those are about the most useful damn thing there are around. And maybe a potion of pure wisdom or 2, if possible.
Okay.
I do have 1 oil of slipperiness right now, and I have 1 greater and 1 regular and 2 potions of heroism.
I have a
and
stick
maybe
that
a
lets
potion
me
of
jump
growth?
nice.
Yeah, we gave that to you because it'll make you mega ultra strong.
Yeah, but I feel like I used it at some point.
No, I don't remember you using it.
Okay.
You might have, but
Last time I remember you using a potion of growth was when you fought after our day of drinking.
Ah, yeah.
Here, take
So
this
yeah, I
shit.
probably have not used that one because it's been a while since I've used it. Used one with like that. I also have a token of Featherfall times 2.
Yeah, we
well,
definitely
no,
gave
I'm
those
sorry,
to you.
1 token, 2 uses, and a token
Yeah.
of shield. So
Yeah,
Alright, let me take a look.
I have some money too, so I think I'm gonna do a quick perusal for some magic items as well. Just to kind of spice up my selection that I
Okay.
have currently. Not entirely sure what I'm gonna look for because I'm a monk and 5e historically fucks monks when it comes to magic items.
It really does.
Yep.
You're not wrong.
I have the Bracers of Defense, Stone of Good Luck, and Insignia of Claws. So if I can get an improved Insignia of Claws, that'd be sick. Because all that does is it basically makes my fists a +1 weapon.
which is handy.
It is.
is.
I'd like a +2.
Okay. So you're looking for an oil of slipperiness pretty much
Speed.
or speed. Okay. Roll me an investigation check. You're pretty much like scouting all the shops at this point.
I will assist with that because I don't have any other potions aside from some healing stuff. So
I know what I will try and look for. I will try and look for Boots of Haste.
those even exist?
I don't know. Something like that. Something that lets me cast haste on myself.
Potion of speed to do that.
Yeah, but it's not reusable.
True.
Well, nothing exists like that. Raw, I should say.
I want speed. I want fast. All the time.
You want Vax's based?
No, not quite, but something in that family.
I don't want to change the text. You are able to locate it's two separate shops, and they're both selling they're each selling an oil of slipperiness for. There's the price. So each oil of slipperiness from the shop that has 2 of them will sell you them at about $4.50 each. The shop with the singular one will sell you it for about $4.80.
So 450, 480. I'll try to talk him down to 400.
All right, just roll a persuasion check or intimidation if you wish to intimidate.
You're all
Do
that.
I need to tackle anybody?
This is nonsense. Either way, it's a 19.
Yeah, it's a 19 either way. All right, now yeah, you can talk him down to 400. It's been on the shelf for a while, so
Yeah.
Just
Was that?
one?
There was 3 total.
there's 3.
There's
One
3.
shop is selling it for $4.50 each. The other one is $4.80. So it's 2 different shops.
So 1200
Yeah.
total. Yeah, I'll pick those up.
I'll pay for half. I have a shit ton of money. It's fine.
As for the haste thing, let's see.
Yeah, it is called just Boots of Speed. It doesn't cast haste on me, but it will double my walking speed for 10 minutes. So if you want to see a monk break the sound barrier,
Yeah, good god.
I would be able to go over 300 feet in 6 seconds.
All right, so there is one shop selling them.
Okay.
They will cost around 4,000 gold pieces.
4,000. Oh,
And when you buy them,
shy.
I'll buy them for you.
I have 3,600 right now. I'm very quickly looking at some other options.
Since we're already looking at magic items and such, Mel would like to see if there's any magical shields of any type. Specifically anything that's more than just a Rego +1 shield, which is what she's using now. Or anything else that would give her a little bit of defense. Even anything that was like a resistance like of necrotic or acid.
Good idea. I didn't even
I
think
think
about
those
that.
acid resistance
Yeah.
potions. That's
So
a good
I'm
idea.
doing a quick perusal through some magic items, and there's a Claw of the Worm rune. Are y'all familiar with this?
No. Is it one of the new tattoos?
It's from Storm King's Thunder.
Mm.
You can transfer the claw's magic to a place by tracing the worm rune on the ground with your finger. The point you trace becomes the center of a spherical area of magic that has a 100-foot radius and is fixed into place. The transfer takes 8 hours of work that requires this item to be within 5 feet of the person doing it. By the end, the claw is destroyed and the area gains the following properties. While in a 100-foot radius, any dragon has disadvantage on saving throws and can have a flying speed of no higher than 10 feet.
What?
Well, you have
Yeah.
to
Yeah, I
prepare.
doubt that we're gonna be able to find something like that.
Okay.
It'd
DM
be
would be
impossible
pissed.
to use, but
All
yeah,
right.
we'd have to lure the worm to wherever we
Melanie,
mm-hmm.
there is
Yes.
one shield you can find.
were. Okay. Hit me.
The
What's
shopkeep,
it like?
who is like a retired mage, tells you that they currently do have one shield available. This is, you checked each magic shop, like your friends go to each one, and they're like, no shields today. Sorry. And this guy's like, I do have a shield. It's going to be pretty pricey. He tells you that it's known as what is called a spell guard shield.
Oh, tell me more,
Ooh.
please.
So he explains, while you hold this shield, you will have an advantageous status against spells and other magical effects thrown at you. They in turn will have a disadvantage against you. It's
Nice.
this one in particular is a metal shield made out of like some kind of gold plating as far as you can see. Also, it will increase your armor class by 2. But
Ooh.
yeah, and you can
So I have advantage on saves, or they just have disadvantage on spell attacks against me?
both.
Ooh.
So it's
how much?
So it's just like a standard +2 shield, but it has
Yeah, but
saving.
it has this. So he tells you that he won't let this go for less than 50 grand.
Ooh. I mean, it makes
50 grand.
sense.
And
Jesus.
and he tells you the reason is it took him a very long time to make. He made it himself, but it took him a very long time to make it.
Hey, Darren,
Mm-hmm.
can you check Rose's sheet to see how much money we have?
Yeah,
in the
I'll bring it up.
group funds, because I'm sitting on almost 20K right now. I have a lot of platinum on me.
Oh, I have
Um,
8,000. What have you guys been doing?
Not spending my money.
I only have 3,600.
That's why I said I could buy Aoife's boots if she wanted, but
So I would like to speak with
Okay.
this person.
Currently in group funds, you have 46,665 gold pieces. You have 125 platinum pieces
Uh-huh.
Okay.
and an assortment of gems.
Platinum is 10 gold.
Yes.
Mhm.
yeah, so it's
So
like
it's
1,000.
1,000.
So I would like to speak with the mage who made this sweet ass shield.
Okay.
And say-
His name is Gilbert.
Is it now?
Yes.
Gilbert.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
This is an amazing piece of work. And here's the thing. My friends and I, you may have heard of the Heroes of Leona.
Yes, I
that is
have.
us. Not trying to brag, but here's the thing. We are going to need magical items.
Mm-hmm.
Something that's kind of in line with what we do.
Mm-hmm.
If we were to, I don't know, make sure that we came to your shop, gave you lots of business, maybe talked you up to anybody who we happen to be meeting, and also you found out that it was going to help me save my daughter, could I talk you down on the price a little bit?
I can tell you what. I could lower the price. An adventurer like you, and I have heard of you, probably has come across her fair share of magical items. I'm willing to supplement some of this supplement, lower the price in exchange for magical items as well.
Okay. Let's see here.
Well, you have the +1 shield that you can trade in.
First, I have this shield right here. Yeah, I was gonna offer that anyway. I have this shield. It's not nearly as special. It's a little bit more mundane compared to this. But, it is, a +1 shield.
Okay, so that will lower the... He calculates in his head. So it would take me this much. So that would lower the price by 1,500.
Oh, nice. I also have these. I have 2 arrows of water elemental slaying. I have this. It's a tooth. I'm not actually selling that.
Okay,
You can't have that.
Oh, so it's very... So water elemental, it's very specific, he says. Depending on the creature that you to slay, say dragon, would probably raise the price a little bit because of water elementals, unless somebody's going to the plane of elemental water or fighting something at the sea. I would take these at 400 each. So
I'll
800.
keep them for that.
Okay.
I do have one other thing that you might be interested in.
Mm-hmm.
I have a small piece of preclusium.
Let's see.
I don't know how large it is. My inventory says, and I quote, "Weird rock from the crater."
Okay. May I? He's gonna ask
So
you.
I know it's preclusium. I just don't know how big it is.
He wants to take a look at it. I'll say it's just
Okay.
rolling on like 50. It's bigger than somebody's fist. Lower than 50. It's not. Okay, it's bigger than somebody's fist. Is it twice as big as somebody's fist? No. It's about a fist size piece.
Okay.
Let's say that just for simplicity's sake. He's gonna ask to look at it.
I will let him look at it.
All right. He looks at it. He takes it.
It's very good for enchanting, by the way.
I'll lower it by another 5,000 for this piece.
Okay, so we're 20,000 lower?
I said 1,500, not 15,000 for the shield.
Oh,
so you're
also
you're
not good enough.
6,500 of
Do we have
15,000.
random magic items we need to get rid of, y'all?
Yeah, I have. Let me see. Hold
Bare
on.
bones. I don't got much.
I have this oil of etherealness. Put that on the table.
All right. Let me just see through the pricing.
Preclusium was how much for it? You said 5,000?
About 5,000. All right. So oil of etherealness. He'll make it, or he'll round it to an even 1,900. So 1,900.
Okay. So we're at 6,900 right now.
You are at. Let me just.
How much was the oil of etherealness worth?
1,900. All right. So plus the 5,000.
Did we get any random shit that we weren't going to use from the mummy vault?
You can take my staff of vaulting if you want it.
No, keep it.
Oh, you know what? I do have I have these boots. And it's my boots of the Winterlands.
Okay. Boots. Oh, boots of.
Oh, actually, I also have a cloak of displacement.
Okay. The boots of the Winterland will give you another 10,000 credit. 10,000. So you have lowered the price to about 18,400 right now. With the cloak of displacement, that will give you another. Kind, manta ray.
Does Aoife want a cloak of displacement before I sell it?
I mean, I could use it, but it's
Oh.
attunement, right?
Yeah, it's attunement.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a matter of what would I unattune.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
All
Because
right.
my
No,
figures I
he.
have are pretty.
All right. He says, if you give me your cloak of displacement, I will give you this shield.
Oh.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Nothing else?
None of
I don't
none of
need
the
it.
other
You don't need
nonsense.
anything else.
Oh yeah, I
I
don't
don't
need
need
that.
that.
All right, even trade.
fine.
Fuck yeah.
Here you go, buddy.
I'm good.
Fuck yeah. Oh, huh.
I'm already hard enough to hit. I don't think I need a cloak on top of it.
Let me just quickly make you a sheet for this.
It's gonna be like when we're 16, like, DM, can I take that thing so I can get another magic item?
I'm going to have strong words with Wizards of the Coast for not giving monks enough.
I know. There's so you
Magic
really
items.
get super fucking gypped. Like
Yeah, we do.
honestly,
Yeah, it
there's
sucks.
too many swords compared to 3.5. The amount of magic items in this edition
Everything's a long
is
sword.
criminal. It is fucking criminal.
I mean, there's a bunch of tattoos, but we don't have time for the tattoos. They take a long time to apply.
Yeah.
But
Also, like I usually when there's like a weapon that can do something special, I'm usually fine with swapping it out for like something else. You know what I mean?
I do that when I DM.
monks are very
I'll pop your magic on
restrictive.
whatever. Unless it's like a sentient weapon, then I might not, but if it's just like a glaive of, troll slaying, you can
Yeah.
have this
All right,
whatever.
there's the shield.
Oh.
It should be underneath your handouts, Melanie.
It's not attractive. Like, this guy really
No,
went
it's
balls to
not.
the wall with the gems.
No-
But you know what? It's alright. It does its job.
I mean, Gilbert doesn't look like the most fashionable guy in the world.
Ray, do you want those boots? I will buy you those boots. I do not care.
Oh, I'm trying to because I found 3 that I think would be useful. 2 of them are mobility based. The boots are 1. One of them is the eagle whistle, which would let me fly for 8 rounds. And then the gauntlets of flaming fury, which would add a d6 of fire damage to every punch.
Also, I do want to ask you, Darren, are
Mhm.
there any shops here that are selling potions of acid resistance?
Let me take a look. Die. Unfortunately, not.
Damn.
The other thing with the eagle whistle is it grants you a flying speed of twice your walking speed.
Oh, Jesus.
So for 8 rounds, I could fly 110 feet around.
Wow. Okay.
That's in the air instead of on the ground.
Yeah, I figured that. Jesus. Okay.
What's the trade-off? Because the eagle whistle does have restrictions. Like, I have to actively be blowing it.
Oh.
And if I don't take a breath before the end of the time, I start to suffocate.
Oh, goodness.
But I can blow the whistle continuously for a number of rounds equal to 5 plus 5 times your Constitution modifier. So actually, I can blow it for 20 rounds. I can blow it for 2 minutes straight and fly for 2 minutes straight.
I would imagine. Well.
Thank you, Tails.
Oh, it's a
for
whistle.
yelling
It's a
portal.
whistle. Okay, it's not a flute.
Yeah, it's a whistle.
But yeah, Gilbert is very happy to take your cloak of displacement, and mentioning that this will probably sell rather quickly, compared to the shield. So
That's true. That's true.
Can I find an eagle whistle?
let's see.
I'd rather have the eagle whistle because it's not attunement.
Unfortunately, there are no eagle whistles in the shops
Damn.
you visit.
I think we did when you said you were talking about the potions of speed, if there was one or not. But I didn't
Let
write
me
it
see.
down.
Potion of speed. No potions of speed. Boots of speed. No potions of speed.
Do you want the
speeds
boots?
are still pretty good.
I will buy them.
They're attunement, though. So which would I unattune from? The bracers of defense, the stone of good luck, or the insignia of claws?
That is the problem.
The stone of good luck gives me a +1 to everything. The
Yeah.
insignia of claws gives me a +1 to my fisticuffs attacks. And then the bracers of defense are solely responsible for my AC being 22.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're already fast. I mean, the only
I
thing
am
that's really
already
good
fast.
you is
I wouldn't have to be using dash for
opportunity attack.
anything. Yeah, the opportunity attack is pretty good. but I don't know if it's worth unattuning from one of those things.
I don't
Are
think
there
it's
any
worth it.
gauntlets of flaming fury? I can't remember if you
God,
said
let's
no
make
to
my
those
fist
already.
fire.
I love that shields have something that says you can only benefit from one shield at a time. Like, damn, I wanted to, RP as a turtle. Just cover myself in shields.
Let's go.
Yeah, turtle.
One cheeky asshole is like, I'm gonna take the animated shield and use my regular shield.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, are there any
Excuse me,
gauntlets of flaming fury?
Let's see. There are. Gilbert is selling some. Let's see.
I can only do it once a day, and it would make both my fists, technically all of my fists, into fire fists.
It requires attunement.
It does require attunement, so again, it comes down to what do I give up? I think with this one would be pretty clear to give up the insignia of claws. Getting an extra d6 over a +1 rolling is pretty obvious.
He will sell the gauntlets of flaming fury for 10,000.
10,000.
Yes.
I'm sure we can take some out of the. We have like 40,000.
Yeah, you have 46,000 in the
What?
group funds right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I'm willing to part with the boots of the Winterlands to that's would be an equitable trade.
Oh, that's true.
Do again.
What?
Boots do? Your
Cold resistance?
Boots to the Winterland. You have resistance to cold damage. You ignore difficult terrain created by ice or snow. You can tolerate temperatures as low as -50 degrees Fahrenheit without any additional protection. If you wear heavy clothes, you can tolerate temperatures as low as 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Negative
Yeah.
100 degrees.
It would be useful if we were going to fight a white dragon.
But
Yeah,
why would
that's
we?
the
White
thing.
dragons are the easiest.
Because that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gilbert mentioned he'd probably send these up north. But he would be willing to trade those boots for the gauntlets.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, let me
Okay,
just
sweet.
give
And
you-
since we didn't spend any money then, we've just been doing like trades.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any magical weapons?
All right, hold on.
Yeah, like +1 daggers and stuff.
Yeah, because I've been only looking at like mobility utility stuff.
Yeah, give me a mo. He said I have a variety of +1 weapons. Let me just check which ones I currently have in stock.
+1 daggers would be good for you to huck.
Yeah, because they would do my they would do a D8 because of monk weapons.
All right, and then I currently have a short sword +1, a dagger +1, and a warhammer +1.
None of those really do it. Isn't there like a bracer or something that conjures daggers, or belt that conjures daggers that just
It's a
return to you?
bracer of daggers. It's something that hold on. The fucking Duralaxle Benray uses.
Mm.
Why do I know this? Because it's on his stat block in Waterdeep Dragon Heist.
Just sent that to you.
Bracer of
Nenrine.
flying daggers. I'd have to get my bracers to defense.
Don't do that. No.
Will not do that. I need to be at AC 22.
Are there any other shops that have any +1 daggers?
I mean, this one does, but yeah, he seems to be the only one with them currently in stock. He just made a few. Him and his assistants just made a few recently. Usually they go pretty fast as well, he says.
Okay.
Any +1 darts?
Darts I don't usually get a request for.
Yeah, that seems to be pretty standard.
Would you be able to make some, and how quickly would you be able to make them?
I would be able to make them, but it probably would take a week.
Yeah.
Per or?
Per. That's why I don't make them often.
I mean, I move pretty quick. Ranged isn't necessarily something I need.
That's true. Mostly just trying to cover bases.
Yeah. I can run faster than most thrown weapons. It'd be nice, but that's why I have a whip. I have a little bit of reach with it.
Does he happen to have like a cloak of protection or anything like that? Cloak of protection, ring of protection.
Yeah, that's always a good one.
Oh wait, hold on.
Those require attunement. As far as I
Yeah,
understand.
I was looking at the wrong spot. Those are both attunement. Ignore that request because I am attuned out. Trying to
we
find
all
anything that
are at
doesn't
this
require
point.
attunement that could be useful in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
At higher level stuff, the attunement is...
It's
Why do you have any problems when I'm using the tweaked thief, which lets me have more things, and I'm like, I need more.
aren't you attuned out now?
I'm tuned out now, and like
Yeah.
I want to get this about that there later. Like I said about the feat that let you take even more things.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be able to take 6 items. I want all this shit.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I
To
don't
be fair,
have
it's
to
not
worry
like
about that.
I don't have magic to
Yeah.
I
Yeah, I
can
don't-
step and whatever my items let me do.
I don't have to
Yeah.
worry about getting overwhelmed with attunable items.
If you wanted to, you could go, you could go crazy on things. Also, I can, as a thief rogue, I can attune to anything basically. Any no clash.
I could lean into some of the really cool like scimitars, because that's very monk. But
Would you happen to have any +2 or +3 plate armor for our heavily armored friend here? And I go clank clank on the armor that Melanie's wearing.
Hey, this is mithril. It's pretty.
It is,
Um,
but you could do better.
let me see.
It'd have to be at least a +2 full plate for it to be better.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, unfortunately, I only have +1. I don't have any +2 currently. Those go pretty quick as well.
Oh yes, of course. I'll say over the brooch, and we can always try and do it though.
are any
not that you can do it.
incarnation dust?
I was gonna say not that you can do it right now either. How much long would it take, and how much would it cost to upgrade it to either +2 or +3 if you had to re-enchant something?
I'd probably need more preclusium. That's a very rare talent. Only me and another person in this city can do something like that.
Kill another weird thing again. God damn it.
I believe the enchanter at 9th life can do that, as well as myself.
Yeah, I had Alexandria improve all my shit. Also, we can just go back to the crazy caves and, get more preclusium.
Farm.
There was a shit ton of it. We just need to have time to do so.
Do you got any reincarnation dust?
Unfortunately, not. You might wanna talk to the who are they again? Because I'm forgetting all the names of all my fucking factions. You might want to talk to the Druids of Nature's Privilege. They might have some. It might cost a lot, but it's usually their how do you say wheelhouse?
Yeah. I was just hoping. I'm just gonna say to the group, I was hoping we could get some kind of like emergency backup, adrenaline shot to the chest, reincarnate, revivify thing.
That's
doesn't have to
pretty
hold
fair. I can see where that
for.
would be useful, but
Last question.
do you happen to have a bag of beans?
The best magic item.
Oh man, those are such a shot in the dark.
I love them.
No, I love that. Or like right in the beginning of our stuff, Darren said that she would never give us a bag of beans because her one group got a fucking
There
mummy lit or mummy in the middle of town or whatever.
We would survive
Yeah.
it.
is
We would be
making.
fine.
There it is making.
I'm making a face right now.
Airport.
Yeah,
making-
we got.
Plane reservation. She's gonna come and kill you, Evelyn. She has your address.
What did we get?
Oh no!
We got a pyramid and 2 rock eggs.
Amazing.
But it's all like, I swear to God, you use those. There's always a fucking pyramid. Like a pyramid always appears. But one last question for you.
Yes.
Do you happen to have any arrows of dragon slaying?
Let me take a look. Those are very frequently requested, so I might have one. Let me take a look.
I think I can throw arrows.
Okay, you're in luck. I have one.
Buying it.
Okay, it's a 1,000 gold.
All right,
Oh,
I
that's
give it
not
to him.
much.
Okay.
There's
Yeah.
a whip that's an artifact? What?
Yeah.
A whip gets an ability that's above a +1? What?
Yeah, you could get a +3 whip. You get a
Yeah.
+3 anything,
But who does? What DM out there is rolling on the table and going, a whip, my players will like this. And not just re-rolling.
My computer is chugging. Hello?
Anything else?
Okay.
Yep.
No, I'm just making sure my computer didn't crash. No, I think I mean I'm good. But
Any
also
fancy
while this
cards? Playing
Wha-
cards?
while all
Um,
this was
Just
happening,
fancy playing cards?
You know, magic ones.
Oh, let me see if I have any cards in stock. I do have one deck of cards in stock. However, I don't know if you'd find it very useful.
Okay. what
Other
are they?
than well, it's I've called this my a deck of useful things. I don't know if you need, like, you can pull out, it's like a rope or a bucket or
So
a
it's
torch.
like one of those robes that I've seen a couple times, but instead of a robe, it's just a deck
A
of
deck,
cards.
yes, because sometimes you don't have time to look on the patches on your robe to tear out things. Sometimes you just need some cards or get lucky or feel like playing a game with your friends about who can get the bucket out of the deck. I had a request for that once. It was very strange.
How much is this?
This it's like
Yeah.
it's 3,000 gold pieces.
I'll take it.
Okay, you have a all right deck of.
That sounds fun.
All right, let me give you that deck. I'll make the handout in a moment. Do you need a handout
No
for
problem.
the arrow of dragon slaying?
no.
Okay, because it's
No.
pretty straightforward, and if I remember, we can just look it up because it's a certain number of like.
Yeah, and I hand it immediately to Melanie.
No, what?
Oh wait, no, that's right. Actually, it would probably be better in the hands of Aoife.
I can
Hand
just
that
throw
to
it.
Aoife. Yeah.
It'll do a D8 plus the dragon slaying. So
Yeah.
I can also hold it and stab with it.
Mhm.
So now here's a question.
Mm-hmm.
Being a monk and with my deflect missiles bullshit and my ability to turn anything that I can use one-handed finesse into a monk weapon, if I hold on to an arrow of dragon slaying and use it like a dagger,
Its effect only works once. It
Ah.
specifically
Yeah,
says
it's
you can't
magic
like go find it and
dispels.
pick it back up.
gotcha.
Yeah.
I haven't looked at the description in a minute.
No, that's a very. I am very certain that other people have thought of this.
Probably.
Yeah.
Very brilliant. Oh man, I'm scrolling through magical items and I saw spell rot tattoo, and then there was something above it that said cantrip, and I thought it said spell rot taco, and I got really excited. I was like, holy shit, yeah.
The new tattoos are pretty cool.
Oh yeah, they're really awesome. But I need to give Coda his meds.
All right,
so.
those hit. I'm gonna pause the recording. Any more shopping?
I'm so sorry that I did a shopping trip. I can't believe.
I was gonna say, I can't believe it. You initiated a shopping trip.
Snowball. I'm like, oh no, what have I done?
Yeah, you
I would-
opened the can and we were just like, snacks.
Yeah, basically.
I'm
It's like,
sorry.
oh well, while we're buying magic items. So.
I'm sorry, Darren. I'm
It's
sorry.
alright.
I got a sweet
I have
shield out of it.
Hey,
I'm
I
okay.
have I have this book of magical sane prices, so it's easy now. I just roll if they have the shit or not. Have it, don't have it, have it, don't have it, have it, don't have it.
Yeah, makes it easy.
I was looking at my items. Like, I'm not attuned to it now, but I might be one day. Mine. It's mine. It's my precious.
Speaking of snacks and opening the can of snacks, my friend just sent me this picture of his cat Scully. Actually, is his name Mulder or Scully? Brandon, what's the cat's name? Is it Mulder or Scully? Ryan's cat. It's Mulder. Sorry, Mulder. Because they named him after the show. So I'm like, which one is it?
You hit the shot.
I was a 50-50, and I got it wrong. Okay, sorry.
You're good.
Cat. All right. So you guys are done shopping.
Sound enough.
You guys got papers or forged papers. You're gonna talk to Nenrine. You're gonna wait the day because you need teleportation and seeming. Anything else?
Mm-mm.
Okay, cool. So I assume you guys hitch a carriage ride.
Oh,
Carriage.
if we are seeming as elves, we should all come up with elvish names for ourselves.
Oh no.
Well, otherwise we'll be like, I'm Zaitari, and then we're like, the fuck named you weird elf? And then they'll touch your head and know the truth.
I think Aoife's elfy enough. Look at all those vowels.
There are a lot of vowels, but I feel like they're more of a dwarf vowel situation than an elf
That's
vowel
true.
situation.
Put an L in front of it. I'll be Lifa.
That works completely. Fooled me. Zaitari?
I'm
What's your
looking at,
elf alias? This is like Spanish class.
Come on, fantasy name generators. Give me something useful.
yeah, that's what I'm going in.
Shit. Also, I got son of them.
Let's go with Rina. R-A-N-A.
Okay. I'll type all these out to who they are associated with too.
That's lovely. I'm standing up somewhere else, so. Melanie will go by Mellowlin.
Okay.
That sounds
Okay.
elfy. Gonna be honest, again, that's the couch. That's not for you. Also, how'd you get up there?
Okay. Leaf-
We also need to contact the person that we're seeing and tell them that we're going to be there tomorrow.
Yeah, so well, we'll go talk to Nenrine, and we'll make sure that they're cool with it, too.
I sent a
Like-
message to Nenrine. They are cool with going.
Okay.
All right, and Rain, have you chosen the name yet?
They're all shit. This thing is useless.
I mean,
Yeah.
how about, Merlara?
Mm,
Saria?
Saria? Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry, I knew you.
Hey.
All right, so we got Aoife as Lifa. We got Mel as Mellowlin.
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 Yes.
Oh, hold on. I have there's too many A's. How about Zestari? That came up in the name generator. So,
Yeah,
we're
I don't
going with
100% believe you, but we'll go with it.
Zestari?
Yeah, we should hope that
There you go.
doesn't listen to the show, and we just say we all changed our names.
I am not making this shit up.
I
Thank you very
see it.
much.
I see it. I believe you.
Melanie being Melowin, Zatari being Zastari, and Aoife becoming Leafa is some like Monty Python level.
I know.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. Part of the reason that I went with something that starts with Mel is if I accidentally say Mel, then I can save it. Whereas if I go with something too different, who knows?
And I believe 2 of you speak Elven.
I speak
do.
Elven.
Okay. 3 of
Everything.
Wait, 3 of us.
I
Like-
speak all.
you. 4 of you.
We
All of you.
We're
All of
all
you speak
covered.
Elven. All right, you guys are covered. Excellent. All right. Cool.
I mean, do we have to have like the accent on point? Because that we're not gonna have.
I mean, you can ask.
I mean, I
Nenrine
do.
about that.
I flawlessly speak all languages now.
Well, yeah, but like you're gonna have regional accents. None of us
It
are
doesn't
from
matter.
that area.
It's
No,
magical.
it's Monk. It's Monk.
Tongue of the sun and moon. I touch the key of other minds. I understand all spoken languages, and they all understand me perfectly.
Hold
And
on,
someone
what are you
perfectly-
eating?
don't shit perfectly and have an accent.
Are you eating? You little shit face. God.
What?
Oh, it's my charging cable for my very expensive headset.
Ah, yep.
And there are 3 holes in it now. Just long enough to make toast. That was it. That was all you were alone for toast.
Now your charging cable is toast.
Ha ha ha.
Mm.
Har har har.
So you pick up a carriage. You get a carriage from the townhouse and head back to your keep. It's gonna take a couple hours, and then there's probably additional couple hours for Zaitari to take a nap.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Carriage.
So when we go back to the keep, there is one thing I'd like to do before we leave.
Okay.
While Zaitari is sleeping, I'm going to meditate with my sword,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just gonna be like, all right, look, this is it. This is the thing that I have to be able to do. So keep that in mind. This is important.
Okay. This
Do I
is
get
not
any
the
sort of
sword saying
response?
anything. Your response, besides the coughing in the background, I'm gonna kill him in his sleep. I'm not gonna kill my husband in his sleep. Sorry,
I trust you to do it when he's awake.
I always told him, I'm the type of person just to do it in front of you. At least you know who's stabbing you. You don't really get a response back, but you have this feeling of like, that scene in Predator when Arnold does that handshake. Oh, what's his fucking name?
The Predator handshake.
The Predator handshake, yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's like I know exactly what you're talking
If a
about.
feeling could be distilled into the Predator handshake, that would be the feeling you get.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best way I can come up with. Do you have any idea what I'm talking about? Melanie,
It's called something too, and I can't remember what it is.
are you trying to stop your dog from eating the cable?
I think it's called. Oh, is it like isn't it like the Beastmaster or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a different one, isn't it? Never mind.
Is it? Okay.
Is it?
Oh,
It's the one where you
could
like,
be
grab each other's
issues.
forearms.
Yeah, that's the forearm.
That's the
grab.
forearm one, but this is Predator handshake one.
As far as I
Right,
know, it's just
Dylan, you
referred to as
son of a
Predator
bitch.
handshake.
What are we, son of a bitching?
Oh, that's the phrase.
Oh, I see.
That's the
okay.
phrase.
Gotcha,
Arnold
gotcha,
says,
gotcha.
"Dylan, you son of a bitch," and then they handshake. They fist shake. And Melanie has, Lynn has issues with the computer right now, so that's why
Yeah,
she's
yeah,
not
yeah.
responding to me.
You son of a bitch.
But yes, if there was a feeling that was distilled, that's the feeling that sword is going to distill. Anybody else doing anything during their Melanie, Mallard, Zaitari's nap?
So
Yeah,
Dylan's sleeping.
That's actually not a bad idea. Melanie had. I might just try out the pocket watch and be like, so kind of be like to the vested, well, because
gotta-
giggle. I attuned to it.
Yeah, you
It
got
seems pretty
got a belt now.
Yeah, and I'm actually attuned to it because I'm like, I better attune to this. I need it. I'm just gonna test out the pocket watch and
Okay.
I'm back.
Okay.
just one charge. Just try it really quick. Just to like basically run across like a hallway so fast that a servant is like the fuck,
Mhm. As you are
I'm
running,
gonna read some more books about predators.
okay.
Ah.
Ah,
Very
okay.
cute.
But basically, I'm just gonna and then spend my time pacing and
Okay.
But-
As you're running down that hallway, like just seeing how fast you can go, you hear a couple suggestions in your head while you're doing this. It's like it'd be really cool if you fucking parkoured off that like bookshelf or something at the same
go up
time.
on the kind of like half jump on the wall,
Yep.
jump on the now kind of do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this is like the voice in your head is like a teenager in a Mountain Dew commercial in the 90s.
I'm kind of imagining like an Age of Ultron on Quicksilver. It's like I'm running by and like, oh, that's a good idea. Take that, keep
Yep.
running.
Take that, jump off that, keep running, parkour. That's pretty much the voice in your head.
Just some nasal MTV guy just parkour.
That spell is the essence of a 90s Mountain Dew commercial, yes.
Parkour. Now, why don't you go do a backflip off that crate or something? That would be really sick, man.
Go grind in the half pipe.
Like you're channeling Aisha Tyler on from when they did what's the game? I'm blanking the tabletop game that she did with, and they did a Mountain Dew commercial. That's exactly the voice she did. It's funny to me, anyways. Anyways,
I think I know what you're talking about,
Yeah.
but I'm blanking on it.
Yeah. So while you're doing this, you're gonna be reading, Aoife, right?
Yep.
Where are you reading?
Like on top of a bookshelf in the library.
Okay. All right. So you probably went. So it might be Rain. So Rain, while you're parkouring and stealing and taking your own things that you own in this house, you see outside the window, you see pastries and Persephone, with a herd of cats. Little Siamese wingless tressums outside, and like they all look like they're looking for something. Mostly the cats and pastries. Persephone looks like she's observing from afar. And you notice that they're like, yeah, they're in the courtyard right now, and they look like they're going towards the back of the keep.
Follow 'em.
Okay. You follow them. Did you want to follow behind stealthily?
I do, because that's just Rain's default,
Okay,
you know?
that's fine. Please roll a stealth check, please. Okay. Fish. A d20. Oh, yeah, fuck it. Nope. 2, a 1, and a 3. Oh, that's how I feel. I was watching a Will Wheaton dice fail compilation earlier today, and I was still amazed. All right, so you follow them out. They don't seem to notice you. And you see they're headed towards underneath where Shattuck's window is. And you see them you see pastries and the other cats start fanning out, and just Persephone just watching. Like she looks like she's looking too, but she looks like she's more looking after them than like with them. Did you want to do anything?
I'll go back around the corner and then. Oh, hi! How you guys doing? No, except not obvious.
Right. You see Persephone wave. You see Pastries wave. She's very intensely looking at the ground, combing through the grass underneath. And the cats are just sniffing around. And Persephone says, "Oh, hey, Rain." Not much. They're just and she lowers her voice. They're looking for clues in case anybody missed anything.
We looked pretty thoroughly, but
She kind of gives the hand wave and is like, I'm I'm pretty sure you did, but she lowers her voice even more. They want to try to be helpful, if you know what I mean.
There's 5 cats?
Huh?
You said there was 5 cats?
Yeah, there's 5 cats.
I'm that makes 6 of us. I won't turn away any help or any potential help or anyone that would like to help.
Yeah. I think it's better to give them at least give them the idea they're helping, because otherwise it's this or
idle pause.
Yeah, literally and figuratively.
I raise my voice a little bit. Thank you all for looking. If you do find anything, let me know.
You hear a couple chirps, meowing chirps, and Pastries is continuing to look through the grass and on some individual leaves on bushes near the area.
How's Pastries doing? They were.
Persephone is just, she sighs and she's she's not doing well. She's worried, sick. I mean, I am too, but I think her even more so because they were together a lot. So, I suggested them to look for clues because it gave them something to do, and I don't really like Pastries,
Stay careful, and we're going to get her back. It's just taking a little longer than we like.
I know.
But
I know you guys will get her back. I'll try to keep her pastries distracted in the meantime. Get her mind not off of it, but keep her busy. Or try to. I'll let you know if any, and then she just raises her voice a little bit. I'll let you know if they find anything.
if you need any assistance with the search, feel free to ask.
Mhm.
And I'll just, head back in.
All right.
I mean, just looks in general frustrated, you know.
Okay.
So, did anything happen when I talked to the sword and then I got instantly the power died on the computer and then I couldn't get reconnected to the sword
Right.
because I
You
right
got
click?
the I mentioned it before you crashed. After you crashed, that like you got the feeling of the predator handshake. Like if that could be distilled into a feeling, you got that from the sword.
I haven't seen the movie. Let me scroll up and look at this
Yeah,
video clip.
just
We have visual aids for you.
yeah, we have lots of visual aids.
Oh, that's where that meme's from.
Yep. So yeah, that's the feeling you get. Doesn't necessarily say anything.
Right. Right. That's fair.
Okay. If nobody's doing anything else, your rest goes without incident because you're at your keep, and short of like a freaking dragon attacking the keep directly. I mean,
Oh, you mean like, or a group of people who abduct people from our keep, like that sort of thing? Yeah, that would never happen.
no,
obviously.
of course not. You are free to. Oh, you have to talk to Nenrine about who your contact is going to be.
Yeah, we
Because
should probably find that
Nenrine's
out.
like, okay, I'm ready to go. I need more details.
I mean, I would hope that you guys would talk to them while I was sleeping. So
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll explain that we need to go to
Nimmel?
Nimmel.
Thank you.
It would
I
be
even said it earlier,
it
I
would be
it just fell
good
out.
to know the name of the city you're traveling to before you head there.
Yeah.
He was put in touch with the treasure hunters through Alexandria's mother, Lothariel, Ithilidin. Otherwise, he just kind of bummed around the Church of Ioun and was a linguist.
Is there anything that would be a reason for you to need to suddenly go home? Would you maybe need to head to Nemenil if you
Oh, if only Zaitari was there.
I could
married? I don't know. What is the thing?
I mean,
that would
I could
happen,
perhaps
maybe?
need the resources of the Church of Ioun, so
Oh yeah, that's
likely
much more reasonable.
Likely, I would be asking for access to the library. I could ask for the. Let me get the list of people there.
Also, you need to get in contact with the person that we're speaking to, that we're going to be there within the next couple of hours.
I could speak to Mother Winlin, the librarian that I'll be visiting, and I would need to use the facilities for a while, so that should give you enough time to do what you need to do.
That would be marvelous. We really appreciate this.
It's no problem. Should I know what you're doing while you're there? Or would you rather keep that information to yourself? Or would it be better if you kept that information to yourself?
We're working on acquiring a relic.
Okay. I see. Fair enough then.
We'll keep it vague just in case that comes up. That way you don't have to play dumb. You actually don't know.
Understood. Then I look forward to your successful retrieval of said relic. I will be in contact with Librarian Winland, and we should depart as soon as your friend awakens. Anything else?
Don't think so.
Okay. Cool.
All right, so Tari will wake up,
Mm-hmm.
get the seeming ready, go over to Nenrine. I'm assuming you have that item from the Temple of Ayun, like we spoke about.
Yes, I do. I am ready when you are. And he gives you a holy symbol.
Great. And did anybody speak with our contact?
I have. Well, I spoke with my contacts as Nenrine.
You're sort of the only person that can speak with our contact. Oh wait, no, we have a stone for that.
We will pretend you took the stone from Tilda before you left.
Has it? So most sending stones recharge at dawn. Has there been a dawn?
Yeah,
since
it's been a dawn
last?
since
Okay.
you've used it.
You guys have been up for a long time.
Yeah.
Well, I'm guessing we maybe took some cat naps while you were napping. I would like to. Well, who would like to send a message to her? They.
I believe it was a her.
Eva is not a good person for these things.
Saitari.
Saitari.
Unless we're doing it right now.
We can do it right now.
The only reason I wanted to do it before we left is because they need time to prepare for us.
They need time to prepare? Okay, well, let's say that when we got back to the keep, we did it. And Mel can do it. I will take the stone, and I will say, we are heading to Nimmel later today, roughly 5 hours. We'll be in town and heading your direction.
As if you get the feeling of someone like excitedly sort of like clapping their hands together. You just kind of get that vibe, and then you hear, "Oh, excellent." Yes, same thing as always. I'll see you at the Swan Song. Remember the name. Remember the name you're supposed to use, and yeah, it should be fun.
Have we told that name?
Lola. You're supposed to ask for Lola.
Okay.
Lola at the Swan Song.
Yes. If you're looking for the Swan Song, and I assume you're not a you are a first-time visitor, it is outside the castle walls. Outside the city's walls. To the south.
Oh, well, thank you. Oh, wait, I can't respond. I will turn my mic off now. she's trying to get Sabine to play with her, and Sabine's just like, I want to go to sleep. What do you want from me? So she's yelling at her face, as you know, one does. And
That-
Sabine just keeps looking at me like she's on The Office, just like making eye contact, and just like, what am I supposed to do with this?
Dogs. Puppies. Okay. All right. Do you want to teleport?
Mm-hmm. It'll take us. Well, I'll steaming us first into our Elven guises, which basically will be us, but elves.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm assuming like what, high elves?
yeah. Look.
Okay. You seeming yourselves first. You appear as high elves, as is the race that most commonly appears in Duranathel. So you got
Yeah.
your asses covered there.
Yeah, probably fancy up the clothes a little bit. It'll look like Melanie is not actually wearing plate, so
Mhm.
that she does not draw.
Maybe make it
attention.
look like I'm wearing like chainmail, so that if I make some metal sounds, it's not weird.
Yeah, but you're wearing mithril. Doesn't it like not make any noise?
I thought it just made less noise.
I'll give you some mithril like pieces in your armor, like tasteful.
Okay, or
make it,
even like some like just fucking gaudy ass jewelry, but small amounts of armor would work too.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. And teleportation.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You guys arrive in Nimmel. This is what it looks like. Or Nenrine can tell you this is what it looks like from above.
Pretty.
It is the largest city in Duranathel. You guys are currently at the yellow dot. This is the Temple of Ayun / their library. The library actually takes up most of that steeple on top of that building. So there's like rows and thousands of books there. Hence why Nenrine spent a lot of his life there reading. He tells you that in the center of the city is the palace where the king resides. Within the walls of the palace, is the palace itself. Outside the walls of the palace proper is where most of the nobility, and you'll find the Church of Corellon alongside. As well as the Blossom Lake, which small Blossom Lake that resides in the city. Your target, from the sounds of it, he thinks is going to be outside the walls. As you see, outside of the city walls, there are...
We were told that it would be outside of the city walls.
Okay.
To the south, actually.
And it's the Swan Song Tavern.
Yes.
And we're to ask Lola.
Okay. So Nenrine will tell you that the Fields district is where you guys are going to be headed. So roughly over here. I'll ping on the map. So I'll mark that with like a blue dot or something. Yeah. So around this area, blue square, around that area. It's where a lot of the farmers are located. A lot of the non-elves are located outside the city walls. They take on a few of the poorer jobs. Those who aren't slaves take to the fields. Do you guys know what sharecroppers are?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. They are in a sharecropper situation with their elven and lords and ladies. However, Nenrine will tell you the majority of the non-elves you will find in the city are enslaved. But the very few that aren't, they're outside the city, because in case the city gets attacked, guess who's left outside?
Is it like Roman style slavery or like chattel style slavery?
A little more with the it's more Roman style slavery.
Now I'm just gonna think of the movie. Wait, not the movie. The show on Showtime where you saw all the dicks. Spartacus.
This
You
is
got to narrow it down.
This is not Life of. Whoa! Oh right. You said Spartacus, and all of a sudden I thought about Life of Brian for some reason.
I actually haven't ever watched Life of Brian. I did watch Spartacus, and tell you what, there are a lot of dicks. They're not even like sexy dicks. They're just flaccid. Just a lot of flaccid penises. It's horrible.
Well, yeah.
I don't care if you like men or women. Flaccid penises are not sexy.
It's because if it's an erect penis, then it's porn.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Dumb. No, I'm not 100% sure, but honestly, the only kind of penis I've ever seen, like in a TV or TV show or movie, is a flaccid one.
Oh yeah.
And it's kind of annoying.
Good point.
Kind
Maybe
of like,
they aren't. But just don't show them. You don't have to show dicks all over the place.
yeah, but they show titty all the time.
I guess, yeah, but like.
I want equal
guess.
opportunity. Everything. Show it. Just show it all. Who cares?
I guess. They're just so. It was like gratuitous. I don't want gratuitous titties either. I just want to have a reasonable amount of nudity if it's required for the scene and storytelling. I don't need just a bunch of titties just for titties or a bunch of dicks just for dicks. Just do what you gotta do for the story.
I'm also a proponent for equal opportunity, like secondary sexual characteristics and genitalia. But okay. Anyways, let's just continue.
Somehow this is also my fault. I apologize.
You said Roman, and then they got Spartacus, and then we
Okay.
got flaccid dicks.
Quick question: do I need to mute my thing? Is Tano's chew toy coming
It's
through
coming
my,
up,
my...
but
I can hear it. But
it's fine. I mean,
Okay,
it's okay.
that's the bunny.
It's
It's not a flaccid penis.
Nope.
Nope.
It doesn't have stuffing, so it's kind of flaccid, but it's just a flaccid bunny. I'm done now.
I'm gonna ask Nenrine if they know how to get to the Swan Song Tavern so that we can get the most direct route.
You might have well, if it's outside where the common folk are, very common folk, you're gonna have to. So he instructs to get out there. You're gonna have to take this road, or one of the main arteries, down to this gate over there. That's the easiest way out. Alternatively, you can cross through the. So this is the. Just to say, this is the marketplace over here. This is the airship port. Actually, there are two marketplaces because sometimes you don't want to do equal marketplaces, sun and a moon. So if you go down that road, you'll get outside to the farming district that I believe that the Swan Song is at. As the Swan Song's direct location, I'm not sure. You might have to ask some of the locals.
We'll ask once we get outside the city.
Okay.
Are you able to update seeming after you cast it?
No.
Oh, bummer. I was gonna say we could look like less classy as we get closer to the edge of town.
I just niced it up a little bit. Not like we're high class. Just
Okay.
Like we'll say like upper mid.
Okay.
At least I don't think I can change seeming at will. Let me see. Looking.
I can't look much stuff up because I don't have all my sweet bookmarks like I normally would.
I don't think you can update seeming.
No,
but I haven't
it
used
doesn't
it
say.
much myself.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't specify. So I'm gonna guess that is a no. So.
Okay, so you guys head down down and outside, what route are you taking? Are you taking the top road and going like that? Okay, that way. Okay, cool.
I would say probably like that.
Okay. So you head down this road towards the one of the side gates. Most of the people don't pay you any mind as you're walking down the road. There are a gregarious amount, well, there are a lot of high elves. Since you're pretty close to the palace outskirts, you do see what you could only be described as nobility roaming the streets. It's probably so you're like 12 hours ahead, so you kind of left around. So it's pretty early morning here, as people are headed towards the market with a plethora of goods. The streets in this area are fairly well kept, swept fairly clean, made out of a beige cobblestone. There are these beautiful ginkgo trees that line the streets as you walk down. And as you're walking down, you're walking by a river that cuts into the city, which is filled with boats. Some themselves are carrying goods as well. So some of the boats out on the side of the river have made these little clusters, very similar to like a floating market. So a lot of people who are walking on the side of the roads, if they want to grab like some fruit, or there's some boats that actually have people making breakfast. Very similar to like those like Vietnamese women that make like noodles on the boat. That's very similar. So there's this like the smell of like just of meats and like cooked vegetables and like fragrant spices and herbs that's just away from the riverside down to where you guys are walking. You don't see many children out on the streets, probably because it's so early in the morning. There are like birds of different songbirds that you don't see normally in this area. When you were in Robur, it was mostly a desert, and there are not too many like proper trees. They had like a lot of cactus plants. So you saw the occasional roadrunner. You saw some like cactus weavers, things like that. But you see a lot of like there are a lot of sparrows, magpies, little colorful songbirds of like different colors that you weren't expecting. A lot of bluebirds and whatnot as you're walking down the street. There are groups of acolytes headed towards the temples themselves as you round the corner down this area. Nobody pays you any mind because you are elves.
Huzzah.
And eventually you reach to down this area where you see there is a lot of trees of different species. Like a few of the ginkgo trees, but you see like some birch, you see some weeping willows. It's kind of like the outside of this region is your like miniature park, so to speak. Yes. And then when you step outside of this gate, there's a couple people, farmers trickling into the city to like go to the market. So you see there's like wagons of fruit and vegetables and grains being pushed into the city. There is a very drastic change as you head outside the city. It's significantly poorer. Every once in a while, there are like groups of decent wooden houses, but every once in a while, like when you turn the corner, a few houses down, there'll be like a shack that's like built into an alleyway with like this really thin like piece of like plywood being nailed into place. The streets aren't as uniform. There's no cobblestone out here, just packed dirt. And there are a lot more of the the more scavenger birds out there. For example, like crows that will pick off like little trash heaps. It's not very well kept as the inner city, of course. And you do start seeing non-elves in this area. A significant number of there are a couple half elves, but the majority of the population out here seems to be human.
Interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, that's immediately what you see when you're hit outside the city, and there is like this lingering stench that wafts from probably the ground itself, because there is like some refuse in certain places. You could probably assume that trash services out here aren't as common as trash services inside the city proper. And there is evidence of this portion of the city being rebuilt more often, as if it had been probably flattened at some point and then had to be rebuilt from the ground up. So structures that haven't been around as long as the places inside the city itself. What are you guys gonna do?
I'd like to talk to somebody.
All right.
And say, excuse me, we're looking for the Swan Song Tavern. Could you point us in that direction?
You catch the attention of a young lady who's carrying like 2 armfuls of what looks to be unmilled rice in her baskets, and she says, "Oh, of course, ma'am. If you go down that street over yonder," and she points to the field in this direction. That little red house, I'll just mark it with like a little white dot.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Swan Song. It's by the field. It's by the garlic fields. You can't miss it. Have a good day, ma'am.
Thank you. I would like to. Is she lying?
Roll an
Is
insight check.
my question. Okay. 20.
Okay. She doesn't seem to be lying, but you notice a
Okay.
couple things as you're talking to her. First of all, she never met your eyes.
Okay.
Second of all, she always, addressed you as, ma'am. Even though you are probably about the same age as her, as, like, you look the same age if, around the same age, life stage. So she always did, and she was a little afraid of you.
Okay.
So, but she didn't seem like she was lying.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to make sure she wasn't leading us to somewhere where we were going to get stabbed and murdered. Not like we couldn't murder them, but, we're not trying to do that. Anyways.
Okay, that's fine.
I'll kind of, like, do that cool head motion with the for, like, motioning where we need to head towards, for everybody.
All right. So you head towards the direction she pointed out.
Anyone anyone following us as we're walking?
Roll a perception check. You do spot, because I didn't roll high enough. You do spot a few kids, Rain, and you know this well. They're scoping you out as targets, but they're keeping their distance right now. Do you make the motion that you see them, or do you hide that?
No. I don't just give off that I see them.
Okay. They're eyeing you like they would eye a pickpocketing target. Just sizing you up, seeing, is this a suitable target?
All right.
But they don't really. You haven't seen any of them like close enough to like do the old like bump and grab or pass by and grab or anything like that. They've kept a healthy distance away so far.
Yeah, I'll make sure I have a little bit of gold in like an extra pocket that they can steal from out if they want to, but also let everybody else know that we've gotten some attention from the local thieves. It's probably just an issue of money, but sometimes they get paid by, watch as well.
We might want to just toss them a few silver. If we go around throwing gold, I think it might be suspicious, but some silver might go a decent ways.
Rain says they have to earn it.
Ah, okay. That's how it is.
You mean no
Well,
silver when I was
actually,
on the street?
We don't want them to touch us because they'll tell it it's an illusion. We just need to get them off our backs.
Yeah. But I mean, are we at the tavern yet? 'Cause
You're about like 30 feet in front of it.
Okay. They probably, if they follow us in, they probably won't get much further than the door. So. But now that I'm aware of it, I'm going to probably look at them.
Okay. When your eye catches them, they like kind of do that. Oh, we're not looking at you. We're just looking over here. Type of deal.
Innocent whistle.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Pockets.
As you approach the tavern, on the signpost, there is a painted swan in flight painted on the tavern. Also, there is a little painted symbol for of a beer pint, and it looks like some like a bowl of stew that's always also on the sign, and a tiny little like bed depicted on on the corner of it.
Gotcha.
It looks rather not decrepit, but it looks like it could use some repair. There are two shutters that are missing the little like slits. There is a window that looks like it was broken, that has been like boarded up with a piece of plywood. The paint is all entirely chipped. There is a gutter on the side that has like broken and is now sticking partially in the ground off to the side. And there is a homeless man covered in a thick, dirty blanket that's like at the corner of this inn, like snoring. One of his feet is like sticking out from underneath this soiled blanket.
I'm sorry, hold on. There's just some dude in a blanket? What?
Yeah, there's a homeless guy outside that's covered with a soiled blanket, and one of his feet is sticking
I thought he
out.
was. inside?
No. He's outside. He's just sleeping.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'll probably lay down a silver nearby,
Mm-hmm.
but not like trying to wake this person up.
Okay.
Can I do an insight on that dude to see if he's like a lookout?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, at the Treasure Hunters Guild, that's how it worked for us. So
He seems like he's just sleeping. He smells like he's had a few pints.
Yeah, but he might be a method actor. I don't know.
yeah, that's true.
Might be.
I'm going to assume he's a lookout.
I will go inside.
All right. You go inside. It's fairly quiet because it's early morning. There are a few day drinkers in here, or continued through the night drinkers in here. Like 2 people blearily staring into mugs. There is a very shaggy looking halfling who's behind the bar, just wiping it down, checking if he needs to get a new keg, and checking some of his spirits he has in the corner.
I'll go up to the proprietor.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. We're looking for Lola.
So he stops what he's doing for a moment, and he looks up at you. Lola, you say. All right.
Yeah.
Give me a moment. He gets off the stool he was standing on, and he walks to the back. And you hear some ruckus from in the kitchen, and there is a little more ruckus, and then coming out from the kitchen, following this halfling man, is a woman. She appears to be half elven. She has like dark hair that's almost that's black, and she's wearing a pretty simple beige cotton dress with a dirty apron in front of it, and she is also like wearing these like ratty slippers. Hello, can I help you?
Yes, we are looking for Lola.
That's me. Think y'all were expected, so well, did you go in as a group, or did you go in alone?
That's up to everybody else
Yeah.
if they came in after me.
Rain was gonna go in.
Yeah, Eva too.
Well, let's all go in.
All right. Yeah, that's me. If you could follow me upstairs, that would be swell.
Absolutely.
All right. She says to the halfling, Jimmy, I'm gonna be taking my break now. And Jimmy's like, all right, have a good one. And she motions you to follow her up the stairs. The stairs are the creakiest stairs you have ever gone up. They need to be restained. There's a couple of nails that have like the tops of the nails have been coming through, have come up from the wood. If you had some bare feet, you'd be getting some splinters off these stairs right now.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's in really bad shape. She leads you to the end of a hallway, to one of the rooms, and motions for you guys to step in. And
Go inside.
Okay. And she, closes the door behind you. And she says, well, Shalo says that you be coming by real soon. So what do you need? What's so important that you were working with Lulu that you need to see me?
Um, well, we need to talk to her. Unless you're her.
Depends who I'm talking to.
Just kind of roll my eyes. We're on a bit of a timetable here. There's some lives on the line, and we need what we came for. And, well... is it Shayla? Shayla?
Shalo.
Shalo. We were told that Shalo can give us information on what we need.
Okay.
Guys, I gotta take the dog out. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, it depends on what you need. I mean, many people come to Shalo needing different things. Protection, services, that kind of thing.
We need an item. A relic.
There's a look that crosses her face. And she kind of looks down for a minute. Huh. Now that's new. Alright. She's listening. Which one?
I'd say the name of the goddess, but apparently she's very heretical around here. Don't know who's listening. So...
Ah, I see. No. I get it completely. And you want hers.
I look at Leafa. Specifically, she wants it.
Yeah. It's for me.
She looks at you. Interesting. Okay. Huh. She kind of just looks at you for a little bit. And she nods. Yeah, that might work. I think that would work. And she seems like she's talking to herself. Oh, that would work real well.
Are you talking with her, or what?
No. I'm just talking to myself.
Gwent. Whatever.
So, what would a tiefling, a human, and 2 half-elves want with that relic?
We need to save the lives of people.
That's not exactly her alley.
It's a relic for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I got plans beyond just, saving lives.
That's the
Plans
goal for
don't
now.
involve here, for the record.
But if I were to tell you to do something for her here, to get it, could you?
If I have to do it to get it, yeah.
Depends on what it is and how long it's going to take.
Oh,
my long-term goals don't involve this country, but my short-term ones can.
Okay. All right, this is going to be a little fun. Okay. it looks like you guys can get in and out of places rather easily.
Can we actually meet Shalo?
I mean,
or
you're
not?
talking to her.
So you're her?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you just a halfling?
Huh?
I said just a half.
Sorry, you're going robot-y.
Of course I am. My internet's been shit. Just give it a second.
Yep.
Is it okay now?
Yeah, it's okay now.
All right. Are you really just a halfling? Obviously, you can
She
see through
appears to
our
be a
disguises.
half-elf.
Oh, sorry, half elf.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Now, that would give it away, wouldn't it?
I mean, we had some bets going on what you really were. My personal bet is a Gyda Sphinx.
That would be lovely, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would be. But as far as I understand, they cannot shape change.
Typically. But you're not here, and she turns her attention back to Aoife, but you're not here to discuss what I am. You're here to get what you need and get out. So,
Yeah.
so here's what what I'd like you to do. I am willing to give you that relic, but you have to provide a little chaos.
Okay.
So, I'm sure that you've heard of Sahih 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, in Sahih 9's temple, there is a particular book that I would like procured. Has a lot of names in it. A lot of names that I could use.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and I do have a copy of the book, like a forged copy of the book you would put in its place. I need the real one.
Okay. So you want us to do a little switcheroo.
Exactly. And anybody who can do that is, definitely a very a clear prime candidate for the Sharkum. So, you do this little switcheroo, give me the book, put the forged one in its place, and it's yours. Simple, right?
Any other terms? Do I have to do it by myself or?
No. Your friends can help you. You might need their help, especially the sneaky one over there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, because it's.
I can make you invisible, Aoife.
Yeah.
It might be wise for the rest of us, and by the rest I mean Clanky over here and me, to stay behind since we're not exactly the stealthiest.
There's a lot of higher ups and magical doohickeys that are protecting this book. It's quite important to them, and they don't want it to be stolen.
Of course not.
Yeah. So you might actually need a little bit of help, and I everybody needs a little bit of help every once in a while. There's no shame in it.
Do you think you could get there and back again well, I should say, there and out of the temple in an hour?
Probably. The thing I'm hung up on is if Rain and I do it, that's fine. We're real quiet. But if there's any magic that needs to be bypassed, neither one of us is good for that.
That's true. That would be just me.
What's your old standby? And I pat the portable hole.
Yes, I think in this instance, then Clanky is probably just going to have to stay behind. As she wrangles her dog.
As the literal clanking happens.
Yeah, if I'm invisible, I know Rain can be invisible. If the two of us will be fine navigating.
And if we need you, we can just pop you out of the hole, and either to breathe or to help.
I was gonna say, just don't forget to let me breathe, please.
Where in this
Um,
temple is this book located? Is it underground? Is it 5 stories up?
All right. So the Temple of Sahih 9 is that by points. It's this palace, this structure over here. So it is located underground, and from
Okay.
what I've heard last, there are a couple nasty traps and magical doohickeys and some creature of some renown guarding it. The creature
Sweet.
changes from time to time, unfortunately.
Of course, they die.
Yeah, they die, or the
They earn their pension and can retire.
yeah, got to keep the animals fresh, or like
I mean, they've unionized. You don't have a choice.
sometimes the dragons do unionize. But yes. So I don't know what could be guarding that book at this point, since the change of the guard is common.
Uh-huh.
It might be a longer affair than just getting in and out. I'm just a little warning.
Yeah, I'm pretty quick though.
Okay.
Because in the vault, as you say, how important is it that, or not, is it that this, the break-in itself goes unnoticed? I mean, we'll switch it out, obviously, but...
I mean, if you want a little bit of chaos. Do you want chaos, or do you want the book, or do you want both?
The book will provide me the chaos.
Okay. Probably shouldn't burn a casino down here.
No, I wouldn't suggest that. But yes, as long as you switch the book and the forgery, it'll be fine. You'd probably not want to get caught. That's what I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's a bad idea.
Well, I'm the problem child, so I'm pretty good at not getting caught.
That's
But
very
I'm
good.
down with doing this. A little reverse heist. It's a lot quicker than I thought it might be, honestly.
Just in case, we have to fight something, we'll also put Melanie in the portable hole. But point in question, how trustworthy would you be with not stealing things out of our bags?
Are you talking to her?
Yeah.
I mean, she looks at all of you. You guys currently don't have anything worth stealing, honestly.
Oh, rude as fuck. No.
Yeah, what the hell?
I mean, the only
Because-
things you do have that's worth stealing might be the things that are currently on you.
Not in our bags of holding.
Not in your bags of holding. No, those are too valuable to be in your bags of holding.
Okay. I am definitely gonna make sure she's not lying, though.
Yeah. I'll also insight check that.
She's very hard to read. But you get the sense that she really doesn't care about what you guys currently have. She just kind of gives up that aura. That's like,
I mean,
oh, you just have stuff. I don't need it.
And if it's a concern about stuff getting put inside the portable hole, you can also just give it to Eva. She will not be inside the portable hole. She's much more useful outside of it.
Yeah, I mostly just wanted to make sure we weren't going to load Rain up with it, but I'll hand my bag to Aoife, since she's okay with it.
Yeah, I've got the ability to scale walls and shit like that, so I'm better outside.
All right. Just don't go punching anything for a little bit, but, you know. I will cast invisibility on Aoife. And then get into the portable hole. I don't think Lynn is back yet, but we can probably
No,
assume
I've
that...
been back for a couple
okay.
minutes. I've been listening to you guys. Led will also, or Mel will also get in the portable hole. We're doing a reverse heist, right? We're
doing
Indiana
a
Jonesing a book.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got this.
And I'll hold on to the book as well. And then I guess once we're all invisible, we only got an hour, so we're gonna have to move pretty quickly. Real quick, can I thumb through the book? The forged book?
Mm-hmm.
Is this like a book of names for like Yugoloths or something like that? Is it like this has power?
When you thumb through the book, you see it's just there's runes upon runes upon runes that are etched in it.
Not my country, not my problem.
Also, I mean, we have more than an hour. Since I'm obviously coming with, I could just recast it. It's just a second level spell. Just don't go punching anything while I'm not, while I can't see you. So.
Yeah. No, we just need to be strategic about when we get it recast.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess we're gonna do a temple heist.
Yeah.
And with the traps and stuff too, obviously Rain can check for them. But if we do need, if it's a situation where it's not able to be dismantled or disabled for any reason, Eva is the one who should be kind of thrust out ahead because I'm immune to poison on top of the evasion. So the traps are just less likely to fuck me up. Because Rain's got evasion and uncanny dodge, but nothing, no immunity or resistances to poison, right?
No, but I do have fire, lightning, and cold, I want to say.
And the lightning and fire are usually dex based. So I think we're both good on that one. Is there anything about, because I've been doing research on the different goddesses and learning about Shar and all this, have I seen anything in those studies about Sahih and maybe a theme we can expect for traps? Like Paler's all sun and fire, so it's a lot of fire stuff.
So Sahih, has been associated with the moon.
Yeah.
So like a lot of like luck-based things. Let me get her freaking thing up here.
Yeah, if I came across anywhere that's like, oh, followers of Sahih favor spike-based traps because of this imagery. Like, has there been anything like that? Because there are some gods, when you research them for Forgotten Realms, are like, yeah, they do this, this, and this. These are the weapons they have. These are the kinds of things you see at the temple guarding their most sacred artifacts. And they really spell it out for you.
Yeah, give me a second. I got the... Where did I put it? Deities. There we go. Sahih 9. Tiamat, Therazun. There we go. Sahih 9. So her base is moon stuff.
Moonbase Alpha.
John Madden.
Trickery and
John
she's
Madden.
so she
John
is
Madden.
the patron of trickery and illusions. That's what she's been closely
Illusions.
associated with. Her teaching, and her teachings, as opposed to Shar's, are follow your goals and seek your own destiny. Keep to the shadows, avoid the blazing light of zealous good and the other darkness and evil, and seek new horizons and new experiences, and let nothing tie you down. So, like, a lot of freedom that kind of crosses with Avandra. Probably go to a lot of illusory magic. You're probably gonna run into maybe things associated with, like, maybe fairy fire or moonbeam or that kind of thing.
Okay.
So,
but we can keep an eye out for illusions. We might run into a few of those in illusion traps. Not unlike the leap of faith trap. And then things that we're gonna have to, dexterously avoid.
yeah. But yeah, that's what you've come across.
Okay, I'll share that as we're making our way to the temple.
All right. Before you left Aoife, and you told to Shalo that you're gonna do all this. She tells you, well, do be careful. I would be so disappointed if somebody like you were to be lost in a trial.
Well, good thing for me, I don't give a shit if you're disappointed. I'll see you in like 2 hours.
As you leave, there's this like grin that crosses her face.
Kindred spirits.
All right.
You might be the only one who actually gets along with their relic.
I get along with my relic.
No, like on a deeply personal level.
And
true.
a deep ideological level.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even
Not
doesn't
like,
get along with anyone.
Yeah.
Except unless they're anarchists and want to like bring down the government. Then she's like, yeah, you're my bud. Let's go reverse heist this illusion moonlight temple.
All right. This is probably a good place to end. I need to get all the maps right for this.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
Yeah.
This is a faster trial than what I was expecting, honestly. I thought we were gonna have to travel somewhere else again.
I thought we were gonna have to enact like some kind of bigger anarchy in the city. Like, not gonna lie, I was thinking as like a slave rebellion.
I mean, we're probably stealing like a really important religious artifact.
We're probably doing the Oblivion Thieves quest with the Elder Scroll.
Yeah. We're stealing something important that's going to allow a rebellion to happen.
Yeah.
So this has got to be like a book of names for like Yugoloth levels.
Cat jail?
No, he's just in a litter box.